Hi guys, welcome to the Ellen Show. Happy Thursday. If is it Thursday? I don't know what time it is, right? Do we know what time it is, right? This show is about helping you come out of this crisis and the future crisis without any scratches by using our head, enlightening our knowledge, get back on those books that are basic, that are substantial. We're going to build back up. If you have been affected by this situation directly, whether you lost your job and maybe your job is not coming back because things change, right? Things become obsolete. Guys like me, 55, past through, right? No. We're going to push back with our brain, enlighten ourselves, illuminate ourselves, inspire ourselves, and our worst will just be entertained. The meaning of this show is to help people deal with the present and not worry so much about what they can't control. It's all about control. Everything is about control, right? You always hear about that, right? So I'm going to teach you. Well, I'm not a teacher. I'm a salesman. I'm going to show you, but I trained a lot of people in my lifetime and I've been trained to death. So I will tell you things that I learned in my lifetime from being a salesman or 100% commission to to deal with personal issues and how I'm important first. No matter what happens around the world, the point of life is to experience. So if you see a pool full of sharks, you don't jump in the pool to know that those sharks bite, right? No, you watch because you know already they bite. But sometimes when we get pushed in a crisis, and if we're not careful, if we don't stop, then we run with the crazies. Don't do that. Step back. This is time to, like they say in trading, I've been trading for a long time too, so I know a bit about it. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I've done so many different things in sales, trading, stock market, everything. I can tell you all the tricks, but I'm going to teach you or show you one of the things that helped me in times of ups and downs, right? These little cones, you've seen that thing, right? And right now, do you think we're going up or do you think we're going up or down? For some people think we're going up. They're having the time of their life. And why not you, right? So I'm going to teach you, show you. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Because I always been, teach or taught or whatever they want to call it. So my show is very perfect. It's a chaotic show trying to come up with something out of it. And he was born when this situation was born. So I'm not a YouTuber, or I'm just trying to enlighten your day and see if I can make you laugh or at least teach you something, right? Bye. Here we go. We're going to talk today about some word called, I just made it up. I don't know if you've seen it before. I made it up, but I know it's probably there. What isn't in this time and age, right? We're going to talk about economics. Economics. Right? In this crisis, are you happy? Or are you scared? I got this song. It's called Life's Been Good. Come on, get your juices going. It's only Thursday, May 14th, I believe. Let's check it out. 2020, we're not even half year yet, so you better get cranky, get busy, stop being lazy, stop all that crazy, turn off the madness, right? Turn off the madness and turn on the knowledge, the light, the spiritual. We want to have our heart glowing like this in our family, with our children, right? So let's not listen to all these crazies out there trying to get into your pocket trying to get you to do things that are not healthy for you. Okay? And please, this is the 7.5 billion people plus in this world. Everybody wants to control this. So let's not allow people to control our mind, because we're going to be self-independent, right? Independent thinkers, right? That's what got me. I'm in my mid-50s. And the reason why I didn't fall, growing up in one of the most craziest city, LA, and I will tell you my story when I get more into it. But the reason is because I always look for knowledge, spiritual uplifting. I didn't listen to the crazies, right? So see who your teachers are. That guy that's talking to your ear, see where he at. You know, what kind of things he has to offer to you. Is he going to get you out of the trouble he's going to get you in? That's the question, right? So let's turn on the light. Let's talk about this. To me, this has been a lifesaver. Eggconomics, right? So I'm going to put this on pause for a moment, and we're going to get going with this, okay? Stay tuned. Hi, guys. Welcome to my humble kitchen. My little cup of coffee this morning. Get it going, right? Thank you. Welcome to my humble place. This is where all the magic happens. It's not in the living room. It's not in my office. It's not in my bedroom. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all the have sprinkles? Anyone? Do you smell those donuts? Oh my God. Thank God for the people that make these things. I could never figure how to make this thing in a lifetime. I'm good at cooking too. I love doing all kinds of stuff. But donuts, leave them to the expert. And please, if you ever meet me, don't be knocking on donuts. You're going to be in trouble. Today we're going to choose a donut. Hey, let's go with a sprinkle. Happy sprinkle for Thursday, right? Thursday doesn't really have a feel like, right? Now they call it Thirsty Thursday, right? So you can see who I am, right? Hello. I walk every day, man. I try to lose weight, but look, I have a sweet tooth, and I love eating good stuff, right? So here's my plate, my little cup of coffee. Right. Did you stop today for a moment to smell the coffee? Oh God. This guy feed himself well, but look how skinny I am. He doesn't give me donut. He doesn't give me anything. Not even close. All he does is promising me things. Hi! Welcome to our house. This is where all things happen. This is where all the crazy gets developed. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, we've been talking about things that are of crucial importance. But there's not one place that is more important in the world than the kitchen of your home. So we're going to talk about a little thing called Eggconomics. Eggconomics. Economics. Is your economic right now a happy one? A time to celebrate? Or has it been, oh, it's a salesman? I know, because when you're a commission salesperson, I know that I can create my own economics. Why do I call it economics? Well, what is it that we do every time we go to the supermarket? Right? No beer, by the way. I don't drink at home. We go and buy our little friends here. eggs, right? So the word to me, I was at the supermarket and I saw this big line. Well, I'm a thinker and I said, well, if I don't want to go make a line, how do I get my eggs? Well, I talk to people all the time. I make friends everywhere. You know? You know those places where you eat your food all the time? Well, are you a friendly person to those people? They help, the people that serve you, the owner? Do you know the owners of the place? Well, I got a whole bunch of little spots where I ask the people, and well, guess what? They're selling stuff, right? So I avoid the madness, the crazies, because this is what this is about. You don't want to get caught in the crazy because you need some eggs. But it's more than that. You don't know me that much, but let me tell you about me. I come from a very small country, and at one point, I hated that because they call it third world country, and I didn't like the fact that they always put it down. So if we're why they don't help us, right? No, they right down, right? You read in the books, oh, this is, and so I said, how do you get out when something is constantly pushing down, right? Well, you gotta enlighten yourself. And that's what this is about. How many eggs are left in your tray right now? Are you having trouble financially? And do you know how much each egg costs? Well, if you're like me, I'm considered, because I'm a buyer and I'm a seller, but I'm a salesman all my life. So one thing I don't like that much is that constant obsession with discount stuff. Sometimes you discount yourself into a crappy item that you will never even use because the item is so cheap and so bad, it's useless. And that ticks me off. People who constantly looking for cheap way to get out of things. Because that's not American. I can tell you that's not American because when I lived in a very difficult place, people live like that because it was a necessity. That was between eating one egg or going with an empty stomach. I didn't live that, but I saw it. I witnessed. Now let me tell you what's going on here. Lines anywhere for food are not a good thing. So do not get comfortable, right? And I'm going to get ticked right now because do not get comfortable and thinking that the lines are just getting longer. But why? The chickens don't know crisis that we're going through, right? But because he affects everything, then he affects down at the supermarket. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to pause this for a moment. I got to adjust something and I'll be right back. So, I'm back. Thank you. For those people who've been tuning in to my shows and my subscribers, thank you very much. I love you. I appreciate it. You know that my show never has any rules. I do everything and it's chaos and we try to make something out of it, and I like it this way. You'll never change. As long as I'm doing this, it's going to be chaotic. So for those critics out there, tough luck, right? But let's talk about economics. In a first world country, you can never get used to making lines. You got to take care of that right away. You got to figure out how that's going to end. Because it's a slippery slope when you start getting used to things like that. If I was in a third world country and I didn't make a line to get an egg, Let's get busy. Let's figure out a way to figure this out. They're saying you don't follow the rules, we extend everything. But do that has anything to do with what's going on in general? So let's figure it out. Let's work with our, servicemen and with everybody, that's helping us with this to figure out how we can make this thing, better. But let me tell you something. 3 things you never want to see in any society that it claims to be a first world society and a developed one in the 21st century. It's lines for food, unless you're in a real bad situation and it's an appropriate place, right? But in an open, private place, 2 words you never want to hear about is rationing. And the other word you don't want to hear is scarce. Gotta be careful with that. Those are major words right here. Let's work on that. For the individual person like me, I get a tray of eggs every week, and that's what I go through. But my old girlfriend came in this week, and look, it's Thursday, I got down to 3 eggs, right? I love her. She left me a beautiful note. She knows I'm doing this now, and I love her. She's so tender, so loving, right? What can I say? So, I go to the market, per se, on a regular day, right? Oh, by the way, I went to the market. There was no line one time, and I went in and I got the eggs, and they were the same price. Thank you. Thank you to all those benevolent institutions out there that are not taking advantage of people at this time. Thank you very much. Thank you to my guy. If he ever sees this, he knows who it is, that he takes care of me, and he doesn't. He's a very loving person. He charged whatever he's been charging all this time, and I mean, thank you. You make every day an easier and better day for many people. Okay? God loves you. All right. So here we are. 12 eggs in one tray. Each egg, right? I forgot my calculator, but we're just gonna run the numbers, right? Comes out to about 30 cents. $3, no, about 35 cents, something like that. I should have brought my calculator to be more accurate. So, what is to be an American? And what is freedom? What is to be an American and what is freedom? Do you know? I know we love our flag, we love our 4th of July, we love our independence. But what is to be an American? What did I discover when I came to this wonderful land? People running, coming here, right? I'm going to America. Why? Why people climb to come here? I'll be right back. So why? Why people come to America? Economics, right? I will tell you my outtake. There's almost 200 countries in the world, and they all have to deal with economics every day. But why people, some risk their lives to come here? I came here when I was a kid, so I don't know much about that, but I can tell you what the difference is in many ways. Do people come here for the movies? Do people come here because of the food? Do people come here because of the clothes? It's always the latest clothes in the world. Do people come here because because of freedoms? Well, that's a very big part. I can take you countries after countries where you can't get away with the things some people do here without any consequences. So we're going to inspect that later in another show. Those people take advantage of people, especially when they're down. Watch out. Our little friend never sleeps. See him? See that little chest? He never sleeps. He's watching. Do we come here to America because of the fancy cars? And the roads, right? Do we come here to America because of our greatest universities and places of learning? Do we come to America because no matter what you believe in, we leave you alone and study whatever issue that you please? Well, I'm going to simplify it for you. I think people come to America, and that's why I put this song. The name of the song is Life's Been Good. So you out there today are maybe feeling in a rut. You went to the news, and the enemies of the economic, they turn off your light. They said, those people, they have too much. Turn it off. Or those people take everything from the gun. They entitle themselves to turn off your happiness instead of helping you. And right now, some people take advantage of people and beat people down when they're down. That happens all over the world. That's why they call third world countries. Because instead of helping, they go and beat them down. Because it's easy to hurt people when they can't defend themselves. Right? But what makes us American, I will tell you my own experience in my mid-50s. What makes me an American, to me, besides all my rights and the beautiful things that we enjoy and those great sights. Grand Canyon. I've been in the Niagara Falls. Have you ever been in Niagara Falls? You will transform your life. There's two things I've done in my life that I was never the same man after that. I went into a speedway and drove a car, like like those NASCARs. I never speed again. It's so senseless to speed on the street once you do that feeling. So don't be doing crazy things on the street because I can tell you a lot about this. I have tremendous experience. These are not toys. And when you're on the street, it's not an American to be irresponsible. Okay, so you have a machine, 300, 400, 500, it's okay. Take it to the racetrack. And if you're crazy enough, then you get the great experience, but at the same time, you're not risking other people's lives. Let's be a community of people, everywhere we are. Sorry, I'm on location today. So, I tell you what I realized that made me an American a long time ago. I was at the top of my game. And I asked myself one day, I was having breakfast, right? Same spot for years. Love their coffee. Oh, Lord Jesus. Love their coffee. Not Starbucks. It wasn't Starbucks. It was my local. I like to support it, but local businesses, I'm big on it. In fact, I got lunch from there yesterday. But I realized that what made me an American was the fact that I can cook 2 eggs. I told you, but this happened back in the 90s, and I think I averaged that cost about 20 cents each. For 40 cents, so I want you to time this. I love cooking. I started cooking, right? I want to give you a great idea how to cook an egg perfectly. You always put it in before it gets hot. Otherwise it gets sticky. So it kind of cooks with it, and just lower the flame and it will do it himself. This is where all the magic happens, guys. It's in your kitchen. That's where all your economics are. That's where all the power of influencing, of learning, of knowledge happen. When you feed your children. What are humans? Humans were nothing but eating machines with brain, right? If we don't eat, we die. So simple. So when we're scared, when our egg tray looks like this, we're thinking about aging, losing income, and we're missing how easy life is. It's because we're in fear motion. That's not American. To fear is not American. American is to find solutions. Look, the egg is cooking. I don't know how. I'm gonna time this. Right? So 20 cents back in the 90s. Right now, I got a tray of eggs for $2.99. So that makes about 36 cents. So I cover it because that way you want the top, right? This is gonna be my egg for today. I get a little piece of toast, and I love donuts, but I try to look good for the show, so I eat it later after I walk 3 miles and burn that calorie. But right now, a piece of toast and an egg gets me going. Then I get a little milkshake, and But what makes me an American is, and it's coming right now. It's coming for you. What makes me an American is that I can make an egg at home. For 35 cents and a little bit of effort. Or I can be generous. Support the economy. And go outside and get somebody to cook 2 eggs for me for $10. You see the difference? It's a choice. And that's what makes me American. Some people in some of these countries don't have that choice. They don't even have this sometimes. So what is to be an American? Why do we fight for so hard? It's for the choice to cook at home or eat outside. To teach our children at home or send them to great universities. It's choices. And we are protected under a great constitution. And we are protected on great civil rights and rights for everybody. And I know some people disagree with the methods, but you don't know what you have until you lose it. That's why people run. Because sometimes some people, they can only afford to eat at home. They don't know what it is to sit down in a fancy restaurant. And I have fancy stuff. They maybe do it once a year on a special day. So don't take for granted all the gifts that God has given you. Economics, you want to blow your money out there irresponsibly? You're free to do it. You want to be a billionaire and fly over people with a jet? Thank God you're free to do it. But don't take it for granted. Don't trample on other people's right to achieve the same thing. And that's what this is about. Just because you got somewhere with the help of people. Remember when you were running to America? Or remember when you were starting your career and you were praying every day because your eggs, you had to eat them at home, and now you found success? I hear all these people at the top of their game right now. while people are having a hard time finding their eggs. That's not American. You should be ashamed of yourself. Help people. Don't be like those people that constantly say, oh, this is third place, this is, and do nothing to help people. Sometimes people don't need your help, but they don't need them for you to trample them either. So be responsible as a human being if you call yourself a human being. This is America, my friend. And here we eat eggs at home and we eat eggs outside, and nothing can stop us. Life is good.